Hello and welcome back to Cooking in Kenzie's World. Today we'll be making guacamole. For the guacamole, you will need some salt, black pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, a lime, two avocados, cashews is optional. This is optional. Tomatoes are optional. One bowl, a spoon, a fork, and a knife. And if you would like to put it in smaller bowls, you'll need the smaller bowls. To get started, you will need your big bowl. And, you also need a cutting board. Hold on. Your cutting board here. So you'll need to cut in half 2 large avocados. And to know that your avocados are ripe, you'll want to make sure it's soft, but not too soft. And the outside is a darker color, not a lime green color. So you're going to take your avocado and you're going to cut it. It's a little tricky, but cut it in half. Okay, so now that we have 2 cut avocados, you're going to take out the pit. Hold on. They're a little tricky to get out, but there we go. You can pop them out and alright, so again, you're going to take out those pits, so I have one more to do. Hold on, this one's giving me some difficulties. This one is stuck in there. You might get a little messy, but just gotta force these guys out. And there we go. So now you're going to take your avocado and in your bowl, you're going to scoop out all the goodness, the avocado part. So you're just gonna kind of scoop it in. It may be a little tricky, but you're just gonna scoop that in. And this is gonna be your main base of your guacamole. So you want to make sure that you get a good bit of it in there. So again, make sure you get a good bit of the avocado in because that's your main base. So I'm just scraping at it. Alright. So I'm gonna throw that away. So I will come back when I have all of my guacamole in there. Okay, so now, let me take my fork out. We have all of the avocado in here. Oop, I got a little spoon. And you're just going to kind of mash, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but just, it's so hard, but against the sides or against the bottom, just mash it up until you have a thick paste. So you want a thick, you want it thick, but you don't want it crumbled paste. So it may take about just so you know, I had to get napkins, so make sure if you need them to get them, because you don't want to be messy. You do want to be messy, but make sure you chop this all up. Okay, so now that you have your thick paste with guacamole, you are going to squeeze a whole lime juice. So just the juice. So it's a little tricky, but just so you get a little bit of flavor. That's what this will help with. So I'm just squeezing, and you will need napkins because this gets a little messy. Just get a little bit in there, and then I'm going to get another half. It's so hard once your hands get slippery. Get a good grip on it, but just want a little bit of lime in there to get all of it nice and flavorful. So that's how much lime I'm gonna put in. Again, you may need to wipe your hands, so don't feel like if you do that, you're not gonna. But you can always add more of this. It's just for flavor. Next, you're going to add a little bit of ground black pepper. So just a pinch, just enough to add some flavor. So I have a little bit of my black pepper. Now you're gonna add some garlic pepper. So just a little bit of this. You don't want too much of that. A little bit of chili powder. Just a teeny weeny bit of this. Good amount, but a little bit of that. And then you're gonna add a little bit of salt. So a little bit of salt. And that's all you need for the base of your guacamole. So next, lastly, you're just gonna mix this up. And it should smell really good. So I'm just mixing this up because I have all my stuff in here. So I'm just gonna wipe my fork off. And if I want to, I can add in a little bit more juice. I don't feel like I added enough. Here, I forgot to mention it. So, now that you have this, you can eat it just like this with some tortilla chips or whatever you want. Check out another video because I might be making those. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. So, the optional things that I'm going to show you is I'm just going to add, I'm going to have some with cashews. Some are going to have tomatoes. And some is just going to be the regular, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So I have these mini bowls, and I'm going to add a little bit of this. I have 3 of them, so I'm just going to add a little into each bowl. So I'll have that much. That's my green bowl. Put that in there. And then adding a little bit to my pink bowl. And then I'm going to add some to my blue bowl. So I'm just separating them. all into bowls. So then you can put your big bowl off to the side. Oops. Hold on. Let's put this over here. I'm going to throw my limes in my bowl for now. And I'm going to get my cutting board out. So first we're going to be making the tomato one. So I'm just going to take, this is only for one, so I'm going to take about 3 tomatoes. And I'm going to clean off my knife. And I'm just going to dice them, so be very careful. Let me start from here. They're a little hard to cut, they will spray. So I'm just cutting up some tomatoes. So you can see me do this. This should not take long, but again, so I'm just gonna dice all of these tomatoes. Okay, so now you can't really see, but there you go. Now I have all my tomatoes, and I'm just gonna add a few of these to my guacamole. I don't want to add a ton. I think I'm gonna save the rest of these because I'm not really gonna use them in this one. So right now I'm gonna mix this. But right now that's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna put these off to the side, and I'm gonna open up my cashews. My hands are all slippery, so it's not gonna be easy to do this. I will see when I get these opened. So I got my cashews open, so I think I'm gonna put a few on my cutting board over here. I think I'll just, oops, dropped one. I might be able to cut. Actually, I'm just gonna put them in whole. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of cashews in my guacamole. Again, these are all optional steps. If you do not choose to do them, you can always have regular guacamole. That is perfectly fine. That's what I had the first time I made this. Want to try one? Pretty good. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to my tomato one from these tomatoes. And I'm going to clean off my fork a little bit, but that's okay. It's okay. And I'm just going to kind of mix it up a teeny bit. And then same, I'll put the tomato back in there. And I'm going to do that with my cashew one. There's a lot of cashews in here. So do I have any more guacamole? I might put in as much as I have to this one. So I may put a little too much. And then I have my regular. So all of these choices are great options. So I have, again, the diced tomato one, the cashews, and the regular. And none of the ingredients I put in this are spicy, so this is great for little kids. So I would love you to comment down below if you like guacamole, and I would love for you to subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on all of the notifications. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.